can meditation help achieve happiness and make people healthier, both mentally and physically?
Well, according to entrepreneur and best-selling author and all-around nice guy, Russell Simmons, it can, and he tells us how in his latest and greatest book, Success Through Stillness, out today, and he joins us on the couch. So, welcome. I got to tell you, I read the book last night, and this is a challenging book. Because what you're recommending is very simple.
My daughter says that it was written like See Cat Run. She's 11. I said, this is as highbrow as Daddy can write. I meditate with her every morning for 20 minutes.
Right.
She and the other daughter, who's 14. And she read the book. You know, it's an easy read for her. She goes to school for the gifted, and she said it was written like See Cat Run, and she was kind of embarrassed.
Oh, Dad.
No. That's just a daughter. My daughter's the same way.
Oprah said she liked it. She called me yesterday.
Yeah, that's the irony
but my
of
daughter
this book.
was very critical.
Well, that's her, of course. She's going to be critical.
It's simple. What you're recommending is simple, but it's not easy to do.
Oh, of course it's easy to do. I read the book last night. You didn't try it this morning.
Last chapter. The last chapter.
Look, sit down.
Okay.
Repeat the mantra. And don't move till the alarm goes off. And you know what? The mind's going to run around like a monkey, go crazy.
That's the problem. I can't stop my mind.
But wait, the monkey mind's going to bounce around like it's in a cage.
Yes.
And like anything in a cage, when you bounce around, you realize the cage is not going to open. You sit your ass down. The mind settles when the nervous system settles. And within 5 minutes, if you can just sit and be patient for 5 or 7 or 8 minutes, you'll say, oh my God, I'm meditating. And then the mind will go a little crazier.
Yes.
And then it will transcend the thoughts even more. Anyone can meditate. My 8-year-old daughter, she was 8 when she began, she's 11 now, was able to sit for 20 minutes. Her mother was a disciplinarian, so you sit your, and she sat, and then the mind settles.
That's a rarity now, though, Rush, because, Russell, sorry.
It's my nickname.
I'm sorry, yes, I know, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Rush, for somebody who's known for, you know, always rushing around, to hear that you're meditating, I mean, a lot of people...
20 years.
This is unbelievable, though. So, now... Here's the thing. You talk about it in the beginning of the book, and you say immediately, it's too hard, I can't do it, I'm too busy. For someone like you who has so many things going on, basically we have no excuse to not meditate, is what you're saying.
You have no excuse not to. If you don't have 20 minutes to settle the mind, you need 2 hours. Everyone should have 20 minutes. You sit, and let the mind settle. You have an inventory, you know, you think, oh, I'm shipping clothes to Macy's. Oh, you know, I have this philanthropic social. Oh, what about Jordan Davis? What about, you know, Trayvon's parents are going to meet with Jordan's parents. They're going to the White House. You think about, you know, the financial service, all that stuff. And it's good to take the inventory and see things from a distance. So as you're sitting and the thoughts come and they go, that you realize how little, how they don't have much importance. And what's in here is what informs you on how to really react to the world. If the world is pushing you around all the time, you never get a chance to be happy. And this idea of a still mind, when the mind is settled, that's when you see all the miracles. That's when you see God's work, or you see beauty. You don't see beauty in the future and the past. You see it in the present. And so this idea of letting the mind settle, I mean, you all have examples. You ever play basketball and the rim seems like you can't miss it? That's awakened state. Or you read a book and the words are so strong that you forget to breathe. That's focus, single-pointed focus. That's what we need. That's when we have a second of happiness from a joke. It shocks you into presence.
Yeah.
Or beauty, you see something beautiful, and it makes everything go away but that beauty. You want that to persist, that slow motion, that awakened state. And so meditation is the best tool. And the book is mostly simple research.
Well, now let me ask you this. As the son of a...
So you read that last night. Took you how long?
No, I mean, you can get through it in about an hour.
Yeah,
right. So that's my point.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't take that long. But I will say this. Mom and Dad, good Baptist. They think New Age. But you say that this crosses any denominational
Thousands of years. Be still and know. Are they Christian?
That's right. That's one of my dad's favorite verses. Be still and know that I am God.
What about Christ consciousness or heaven on earth? Same as nirvana for the Buddhists, same as taqwa for the Muslims, same as samadhi for the yogis. This idea of being awake, this enlightened state, this is what we're all seeking, and through all religions, the prophets promoted stillness. So everyone has talked about stillness throughout the ages, everyone who's informed us on how to relate to the world. And so meditation is something I would say every prophet promoted, And everyone needs, and every student needs to have it.
And now you
Yep.
look at the society we live in, where it's so fast, we're so connected, nobody ever gets a break. We need it more than ever.
Yeah, for me, it's a simple tool that everyone needs, and I want to give it to everyone. That's why I wrote this.
Well, the book is fantastic, and you cover a lot more than just meditation. You cover food, you cover compassion, you cover a lot of different mindful eating, which is something that I actually did last night. I took a hint from the book, but I wanted to talk about the hip hop community, who is really at times are very resistant to things like this. You know, when Jay-Z did the 22 vegan diet, the 22-day vegan diet, people were like, "Real gangsta, Jay." You know what I mean? So how do you get people to change their opinions about things like this?
I've sent meditation teachers to Puffy, to Ellen DeGeneres, to Oprah. I mean, I think of all pop people as the same. I don't think of hip-hop being separate. Hip-hop is, poets have always been a little bit controversial because they tell you the truth, you know, stuff that you're thinking the poet said, and you're like, oh my God, why did he say that? Because you're thinking it. So they inform us about culture today, and that's a truthful expression. But everybody in pop culture is moving towards meditation. And, you know, it's really become a big fad, and it's a big, and the reason is because everybody who does it finds it to be a great tool. Because all of us are seeking what? Happiness, right?
And the textbook is easy, and it's graded on a curve. So, Russell Simmons, thanks for writing the book, and thanks for stopping by.
Well, I'm happy to stop by. Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Now, mindful eating, it is National Pancake Day, so I don't know about that.
I know. I'm going to sit down, and I'm going to turn the TV off, and I'm not going to have any noise in the background. And I was just going to ask you, did you come here after your yoga? Did you?
I practice every morning.
You did? Okay, so we got you after. That's why.
Yeah.
And then there's this deal, Tribeca, Barnes & Noble, 97th Street. You're going to be there tomorrow night at 6, right?
That's right. Yeah, come tomorrow. I give you a book and sign it and stuff.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
97 Warren Street, I'm just being told.